Are you a new mom? Maybe even a first-time mom? Are you wondering how you can boost your breast milk supply to ensure that your baby is well fed at all times and growing healthy? If that is you, then you are in the right place. As a first-time mom myself, I'm going to be sharing tips that I used to boost my breast milk supply naturally. This worked for me so much so that I was able to breastfeed my baby exclusively for about 6 months before introducing solids to her. So stay tuned. Before I share, I need to state that I'm not a medical personnel or a lactation consultant, so please do your own research or consult your doctor before implementing some of the tips that I'm going to be sharing today. The first tip I'll be sharing today is keep warm. Your body uses over 20% of its energy to produce breast milk. It also expends energy in ensuring that you are warm, that you don't get cold when the weather is cool. So when you are in cold weather, ensure that you layer well, wear sweaters and all, so that your body is warm, and then it can focus its energy on just breast milk production. If you are cold and also trying to lactate properly, you are going to be exerting a lot of energy. Your brain will be exerting a lot of energy to keep you warm and also produce breast milk. So ensure that you do some part of the work by layering properly so that you are warm and then your body is able to produce more milk. The second tip I'll be sharing is do a lot of skin to skin. What is skin to skin? Skin to skin is when you carry your baby, like removing the baby's clothes and maybe just wearing the baby just nappies and putting the baby on your body, on your bare body. So like skin to skin, mom and baby. It's encouraged that you do this a lot when the baby is a newborn, especially within the first 1 hour that your baby is born. What does this do? Skin to skin is very beneficial because it sends relaxing hormones to the baby. It reduces the stress level of both mom and baby. It also sends signal to your brain. That relaxation sends signal to your brain that, oh, there's a newborn that needs to be fed, and so your body goes to work in producing more milk. So if you're a new mom, you just came out from the hospital, you're still in the hospital, or even your baby is already an infant, you can still practice skin to skin once in a while. It is highly beneficial both emotionally and physically, and also as it relates to breast milk production for both mommy and baby. The next tip I want to share is stay hydrated. Breast milk is over 80% water, so you need to stay hydrated to ensure that your body sees enough water to produce breast milk. If you are dehydrated, there's going to be a lot of issues. Breast milk will still be produced, but then you will be depleting your own hydration levels. So ensure that you will stay well hydrated. Take a lot of water, take tea, take milk, take fruits and vegetables. The next tip, eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. These are a great source of water, fiber, vitamins and other essential nutrients. So take a lot of fruits and vegetables to boost your hydration and also make your breast milk healthy and nutritious for baby. The next tip is taking a lot of electrolytes. What are electrolytes, you might ask? Electrolytes are minerals that you find in your blood, in your sweat, in your urine. They usually get dissolved in water, in liquid, let me put it that way. And examples are potassium, calcium, chloride, magnesium, and a host of others. Electrolytes are required for various bodily processes such as nerve and muscle function, keeping you hydrated, maintaining acid balance within the body, and a host of others. So as a breastfeeding mom, you need to ensure that you boost your electrolytes level to ensure that babies get enough, given that it gets most of their nutrients from you, and that in as much as you are giving the baby, you don't get depleted yourself. When you have depleted electrolyte level, you begin to feel adverse effects like fatigue, even confusion, and extreme cases like convulsion. So you see, they are very, very important. Electrolytes can be found naturally in seeds and nuts, fruits and vegetables. So ensure that you drink things like coconut water, like lemon water, that you eat your fruits like bananas, avocados, you have nuts and seed butters like peanut butter, almond butter, cashew nut butter, and even eat the nuts and the seeds themselves. These are very great sources of electrolytes. This takes me to the next tip, which is eat a lot of nuts and seeds. Apart from boosting your electrolyte level, nuts and seeds are very great sources of nutrients like proteins, like fats, and this makes your breast milk to be rich. So ensure that you take a lot of nuts and seeds. Given that a breastfeeding mom needs extra calories to function properly, you should snack on a lot of healthy nuts and seeds like almond nuts, cashew nuts, hazelnuts, and the likes of them. The next tip is find time to rest and sleep. As a new mom, I know we can be tempted to be awake around the clock. You want to make sure baby is comfortable and growing healthy, and sometimes you don't even want interference from other people with the care of the baby. I would advise that you accept help in the ways that you can, such as help around the house. If you have a toddler, help with the toddler. Accept help from your partner with cleaning, with taking care of the house, with cooking, from friends and families. Instead of investing so much of your time receiving visitors and receiving calls and all of that, set boundaries with time to sleep and to rest, and let people know that you are not available at this particular time. When you do all of this, it will make it easy for you to actually take the advice of sleeping where baby sleeps that we usually receive. Start deliberately setting boundaries to rest and sleep yourself. The next tip is eat well. You cannot pour from an empty cup. It takes a lot of energy to care for a baby physically, mentally, talk more of producing breast milk to feed the baby. So ensure that you are eating well. A breastfeeding mom needs about 600 more calories than a non-breastfeeding person. So ensure that you eat enough, eat healthy, eat fruits and vegetables. You can bulk prep towards your due dates before you actually put to birth. That is a tip that I can share with you. You can bulk prep, you can prepare your food in bulk, put in the freezer just ahead of when baby comes, so that you get healthy items to feed on. Or accept help from family and friends who want to come around. Let them know that, oh, you will need help in terms of getting groceries or preparing meals. I'm sure they will be happy to help you. The final tip is breastfeed or pump on demand. Yes, you need to feed your baby regularly or express your breast milk regularly. People go an average of 3 hours, so your baby's supposed to feed every 3 hours on the average. So ensure that even if baby is sleeping or the baby is not yet due to be fed, you express your milk. You can express manually, you can use them with your hands, you can use a manual pump, or you can use an electric pump. Just ensure that you are expressing the milk. The more you empty out the breast, the more it gets filled with milk. But if you do not do this, then signals will be sent to your brain like you don't really need much. But the more you express, the more your body feels like, oh, this baby needs more milk needs to be produced. So in as much as you're eating well, you're sleeping well, you're doing every other thing, ensure that you are feeding on demand, that you are pumping. And pumping also helps you to build a stash of breast milk for when you are not around, so that people can give your baby breast milk from the bottle, or when you go out you can give baby breast milk from the bottle if you want to just do exclusive breastfeeding. So those are the few tips I have to share with you today. And besides, it is World Breastfeeding Week, so happy World Breastfeeding Week. The World Health Organization recommends 2 years to breastfeed babies, so you need to support those who are breastfeeding around you one way or the other that you can find. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.